Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Gamers Thoughts discussion. And, oh boy. Thanks to Sandstorm McDowell, I have just now seen, oh boy. Oh boy. The pricing structure for the SSDs for the PS5. At least the ones that Seagate has released, because they're pretty much, I think, the first official one to release them. And they are extremely expensive. I think the 500 gigabyte one is $170. There's $275 for the terabyte. Then like $570 for the 2 terabyte. And if I read that right, over $1,000 for a 4 terabyte. Oh, this is the future of gaming that I didn't want to see. Where blowing up the size of the game, trying to run everything at 4K, and trying to have all this additional shit in it. This is what I was hoping not to see. And part of me was thinking that the SSDs were definitely going to drive the cost up for these platforms, for developers not wanting to learn how to streamline and clean their code. Because that's a lot of it. It's people don't want to streamline and clean their code. And I think that's mostly now because a lot of game engines don't require you to code. So they don't want to learn. Now, I mean, I can't blame them for not wanting to learn how to code if there are tools that already do all that for you. But if you don't code, your file sizes are going to be trumped up. Your game sizes are going to be trumped up. And actually, you're going to be using resources on stuff in your games that don't actually matter. And that's one of the reasons that they wanted to run with the SSDs, because of quicker data transfer. But if they used EDRAM or SRAM in these platforms, they could still get the same effect. And they just have to learn how to code better. Oh, looking at that, I was like, oh, there's going to be some pissed off PS5 owners out there. Like, yo, you want to get a 4 terabyte SSD for your PS5? I said PS4, didn't I? You want to get a 4 terabyte SSD for your PS5? Well, that's a month's rent. Like, or you want a 2 terabyte? Oh, that's a car payment on a new car. Ooh. Hey, you want a single terabyte to replace the one that we already got in there? Oh, yeah, a monthly bill. Like, man. Ooh. Bro, I'm just like, goodness. And the 500 gigabyte is a cell phone bill. When you break it down, I'm like, okay, well, 500 gigabyte is a cell phone bill. Terabyte is like a utility bill, depending on how much of your utilities you use. But some people should understand the references. I understand gaming overall is an expensive hobby. Like, and I have no knocks to that. But this is going to force people out of gaming. This right here will force people out of gaming. Unless they make a crap ton of money. Like, you don't want to kill the common person from being able to play video games. That's your base. And like, I hope people don't run into defending this. I hope people don't defend this. Because there's no reason that these are egregious. This is egregious. And a lot of these games you could still play on a PC off of a freaking hard drive for way less money. Way less money. There's a problem when console gaming becomes more expensive than PC gaming. And that's what just happened. Now, and I mean, in a literal sense, it's more expensive. I'm not just talking about variables that can change here and there. At this point, this is not a variable that's just going to change easily. And yeah, it was already a pricey thing for what Microsoft was doing with their little SSDs, but the pricing structure is nowhere near as bad as this. And on top of that, you don't have to swap out the SSDs. You can literally just add on their little one. Oh, bruh, Sony, y'all gonna have to find another solution. Because this can't be it. This really can't be it. This is going to bankrupt a lot of people trying to keep up with the Joneses. No. At this point, PC is better choice. Stick with PC and Switch if you want a full gaming experience. Oh, I'm just sitting here like, ooh, y'all pricing out so many people. Y'all pricing out so many people from the gaming market. And you don't want to do that. Like, whoa. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell people straight up right now, if you want to have the best overall gaming experience without paying an arm and a leg, your best bet is to either build a PC or purchase a pre-made PC that's not running hardware specs that are too heavy, but can still run the games that are coming out. Get yourself a nice 8 terabyte hard drive that you can connect to it and just go from there. Like, loading times be damned. The games will still run the same once they're already loaded up. The games will still run the same once they're already loaded up. The SSD is not changing that very much. Oh man, that's gonna be killer. This is exactly why I was very, very skeptical of 4K being pushed and ray tracing being pushed and all that, because I knew it was going to drive the cost of everything up. Games have gotten more expensive. Storage options have gotten more expensive. Controllers have gotten more expensive. Systems have gotten more expensive. And not incrementally more expensive. No, these are leaps and bounds more expensive. Nope. It's just, nah, ooh, that's a hard hit. That's a hard hit. Looking at that, I'm like, nah, this can't, there's no way that this is legit, and it was legit. Bruh, nah. Nope. This is getting nuts. They're going to run into a situation where these consoles do not sell as well as they think they're going to. PS5 making it to 10 million, congrats. Wonderful for you. But we're going to run into a situation where the 1 terabyte on the PS5 and on the Xbox Series X, that's going to be 1, maybe 2 games. There's going to be 1 or 2 games that once they push everything they want, that's all you're going to get on them. Unless they start learning how to compress and clean their code. Make fun of Nintendo all you want. You still be able to game on a budget with Nintendo. Like, That's a fact of life. They have not pushed this far yet. And what Sony and Microsoft, well, more specifically Sony in this case, because I'm pretty sure they had to kind of approve that for Seagate in order for Seagate to be able to do it. And there are SSDs for PC that are way cheaper than that for near equivalent storage space. So again, at your own discretion, make those decisions. But yo, this is that's out there. That is out there, man. Like, and it's one of those things where you like, if you couldn't just rush into purchasing these things, you're like, maybe it might be better that I can't do that just yet. Like, if you were somebody that was on the fence about Series X or PS5 or PC, this might have just pushed you towards PC. Because you can still use all the controllers and equipment on PC, and then some. Man. All right, I'm going to end this here. Man, that's. I don't even have the full words to say for this. I know gaming is an expensive hobby, but like, it's always been an expensive hobby, but it hasn't been so expensive to the point where it's fucking beyond ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. But I'm going to stop. If anybody else has any opinions, you feel free to share them. But, oh gosh, man. Whoa. I know this is going to be a subject on the Winging It podcast this week. All right. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. And, peace out, everybody.